Welcome back to my Python 3 for Beginners tutorial. In this tutorial we are going to go over strings. Now you'll see the code that we have here from our last video. Let's just delete that and we can still stay on project1.py because we don't really have to change it yet because we're just doing small things and not making full programs. Now if you remember from the last video, score equals 0. Score was the variable and 0 was an integer. So now we can start doing things that would require words. So let's say I wanted to put the variable first name. I could put first name equals. Now this is important. In order for it to be a string, it has to be in quotation marks. It will not work if I don't have the quotation marks there. So I can put first name Rob. Now if I go print first name, just like we did in the last video, you'll see it prints Rob. Now, let me show you what happens if I take these quotes away. You'll see it gives an error. It says traceback, and it'll tell you line 1, and it'll tell you it's not defined. The reason it's saying it's not defined is because it's looking for it as a function, because it doesn't see the quotation marks. We're not telling it's a string, and a function is something that does something else. So like if I had a function named Rob, it could be a function where I would call it Rob, and every time I call that function it would print Rob to the screen. But that's not what this is. This is just a string of text. The other thing I can do is I can use single quotes and the apostrophes instead of double quotes, and that will also work. So either way, double quotes or single quotes are fine. But basically a string is any kind of text that you want to put out that it could be just words, it can be a combination of words and numbers. So if I wanted to put Rob is 5, and I put a period there, I could put run, and now it says Rob is 5. Now what's important to know about this is because 5 is part of this string and it's in the quotes, 5 is also a string. That doesn't make it an integer. Now I could just put 5 and it'll still work and it'll print 5, but now it's different because 5 is in these quotes, so it's actually considered a string, not an integer. So that's what strings are. Basically, strings are very easy. They are just text that is stored in a variable that is something always are going to be inside some kind of quotation marks, either single or double quotes. And then you can print them to the screen. Very simple with the print function. Alrighty, thanks for watching strings, and in the next video we're going to do some different things with strings. Alrighty, I'll see you there.